What's going on, guys? What up, what up, what up? We're gonna change it up a little bit today. I'm going with a little bit more light. Today is a very vulnerable post for me. I want to talk about my history and my past for the last 3 to 4 years and why I have been struggling, okay? I kind of want to open about it. I don't talk a lot about this, and this is a very, very vulnerable post for me. And yeah, so we're gonna get into depth. We're gonna change things up. I'm gonna change a little bit and start explaining a little bit more what I'm going to start doing. Okay, so first things first, from about 2018, well, let's say about 2017, I was doing really well in life. I was working for Verizon, making really good money, but I felt like there was something more in my life that I needed to do. I didn't want to work for anybody. I was tired of working these crazy hours. I was working like 60 to 70 hours a week. If I wanted to make $10,000 a month, I had to work 80, 90 hours a week. If I wanted to just work and make $3,000 to $4,000 a month, I would work 40 to 50. Well, I made really good money at Verizon. I couldn't complain, but I was just unhappy. Okay, started seeing how everything, where the tables were turning, how phones were going. I could see where the phones were going in the future, and the phones that were going in the future weren't going to make us money. So I kind of I stepped back, and I met a friend of mine. He's like actually one of my best friends now, but I met him around that time. And we started talking about businesses, okay? We started talking about Amazon Drop FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon. You buy a product and you put it on Amazon and they sell it for you. They get a cut, you make your money. And basically when they ship it out for you, they do everything for you. You're basically just putting it on their website, okay? It's become actually a really big thing over the last 4 years. And now, if you do it, sorry, I'm trying to fix my hair here. If you do it now, it's a lot more competitive, okay? So it's still a good market, so let's get off of that though. So we decided we were gonna do that. And I also got into what they call affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing was kind of big back then, it's still big, and it's got a little bit more competitive, but it's still a very good stream of revenue. So we both started studying. He took care of the Amazon side and I took care of affiliate marketing. And I helped him with Amazon by buying the product, looking at the product, because at that time I owned an aerial photography business, okay? And me and my friend had opened it up. He asked me to be his business partner, so we did, and we were doing really well actually. In our first 5 to 6 months, we'd make almost $10,000 doing aerial photography, doing different for companies. I was doing forensics for a company. I was doing just aerial photography for realtors. He was doing these blow up theme parks where people kind of like a mud race, but it was for inflatables. And so he was doing those. We were making really good money. Then he hit a patch in his life where money was hard, so he started using the money we were making. We went our ups and downs. Luckily, guys, we went through a lot of ups and downs, but we bounced back. We're still good friends. He paid back the money. Everything's good. I'm not going to bash him at all on here, and I don't want any of y'all to bash him either. We all make our mistakes, and he did, and I forgave him. He's one of my best friends. We don't talk as much as we used to, but he's still one of my best friends, one of my realest friends I know. He'll put it to you straight. He's honest. He's just going through a time in his life that is just hard, okay? We all go through it. So after that, I kind of had a little trust issue with people, but me and my best friend now started that Amazon business. We were doing well, but he never understood the marketing part, so it kind of failed. Affiliate marketing is still something I pursue, but I put a lot of money and time into Amazon and affiliate marketing, and I lost a lot of money, okay? But you know what? I still do them. And the thing is, you'll understand my story here in a minute, or why I haven't touched them in a little while. So we go through that. 2018 hits. I quit Verizon. I couldn't do Verizon anymore. They changed our pay structure. I went from making an average of $3,000 to $5,000 a month to my first month on the new pay structure, I only made $900. And I was like, this isn't going to cut it. I have like $2,800 of bills. I had a brand new Infinity. I mean, everything was okay. So 2018, in all honesty, was one of the roughest times of my life. And for some reason, ever since, I just haven't been the same person. I don't know why. I've always been a go-getter. When I wanted to be good at bowling, in bowling, it took me 4 or 5 years. I had my pro card. I was averaging over 230, 240 in league. I bowled a whole bunch of tournaments. I won 5 or 10 tournaments in those 4 or 5 years. I was doing very well. And I love the sport. I own my own pro shop, drilling equipment for people. But then I fell out of it. I fell out of love when I realized there was no money in it. I've been putting my time and effort into this bowling, and into the sport, giving my everything. I mean, I'm talking about losing relationships and, just putting everything behind it. I mean, I was to the point, I was so obsessed at being the best that like women would call me and say, hey, let's do it. No, I'm sorry, I don't have time. So I dropped that. And that was one of the hardest times of my life. That wasn't even 2018. That was 2015. And so now we fast forward 2016-ish, 2015, 2016-ish, I get into golf. I go in a year, I shoot 81 as my low. In a year and a half, I shot 81. Most people don't see 81 in their whole time golfing. It's just because of my work ethic. My work ethic has always been to be the best or not do it. So I got really good, and then I started the photography business, and then the photography business obviously went poo-poo, but then I really never got back into golf until 2019. 2018, 19, got back into golf, shot another 81, and I was really happy. I was like, okay, I'm back on my grind, I'm doing well, and then I had my son. But we're gonna reverse a little bit, okay? So that was my biggest thing is 2018 hits, I start struggling. Like I don't understand life. Like I'm trying to build a marketing business. I'm trying to understand how to run YouTube. I'm trying to record and edit and understand all that. There's so many things going through my head that I'm trying to do that I wouldn't say I had the shiny syndrome or shiny object syndrome because I wasn't chasing just money. I was chasing what I personally wanted to do. Marketing was for money, but I liked marketing. I understood it. I understood what I was going through, how to do it. And I lost a lot of money doing it before, so I failed. I learned. What do they say? You have to fail to become successful because nobody just walks into something and becomes successful. There's very, very few people that do this, okay? So 2018 hits, I quit Verizon. That was February 2018. For 6 months, I work on my business. I'm thinking, okay, I'm just gonna build my business. That's why I quit Verizon. I'm gonna build my business. I'm gonna make all this money. Screw everybody that doubts me, blah, 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 okay? Well, needless to say, I ran out of money, okay? I ran out of my money. I ran all these advertisements. I had failed. August 2018 hits me. I start working for AT&T, okay? I traveled to Thomasville, which is, for people that don't know Thomasville, obviously, I'm in Tallahassee, Florida. Thomasville, Georgia is about 45 minutes away from me. So I would travel every morning to Thomasville, Georgia, and then I would come back at 8, 9 o'clock at night. And it's really wearing on you when you work 10 hours in a store, and then you got to drive through darkness every night. It starts to wear on you. But then I find out, 2 months later, I'm still trying to work on my business and trying to do everything I'm doing, but I find out I'm going to have a son. Well, I'm going to have a kid. I don't know it's a boy yet, okay? So it's funny, I remember the night before I had really bad problems with my stomach. Like every once in a while, these really sharp pains in my stomach when I eat too fast or something. I can't figure it out. Nobody's ever been able to figure it out. And so that night, I don't sleep at all. I got to go to work the next morning. I got to be there at 8 o'clock. So I got to drive 45 minutes to work, be there at 8 o'clock, and I got to open the doors at 8. I think it's 8. So I got no sleep. I'm sitting there and I'm like, man. And the person I was with, she was like, hey, I'm pregnant. And I was like, oh shit. Like, and we had been married and we had been together for a very long time. So I was okay with it. But when you're running off an hour's sleep and you get told that you have a kid on the way, and also you're thinking, well, I hate my life right now. My business is going to hell, okay? I'm not making any money at AT&T because I was not making any money at AT&T. I was traveling all the time. I was in so much debt, it was not even funny. And then I find that out. That's in September. A month later, well, actually about 3 weeks later, I pay $15,000 and go to a mastermind, which ended up being it was a good mastermind, but they completely didn't tell the truth on what they were doing. So I paid $15,000. And then I come back and they want you to pay $7,500. And then I started realizing like this is nothing but a scam. They just want your money. It wasn't the person that owned the company. It was the person that ran the mastermind. Okay, I can't say that I didn't learn things, but it wasn't worth $15,000 in the long run. So I got rid of my Infinity to pay this $15,000. I got a truck that I did not like. And then 2 weeks after, actually the week I get back from the week before my trip, Hurricane Michael hits Florida, puts us out of power for a couple of days. This is not the hard times, okay? The hard times come afterwards, okay? I come back. I get a text from my best friend's mom. I mean, like, this is like my brother. Like, this kid has been by my side from since I was like 17, 18 years old. I've known him since I was like 10. And so I get a text from his mom. He's been battling cancer for 7 years. And the medicine is not doing anything anymore. So he goes into hospice. I get back from my trip. The day I get back from my trip, I asked to go see him. I did not know he was in hospice. I just thought the cancer was taking over. That's all. I did not know it was that bad already. I get a text from his mom saying, look, we had a bad night. It's not a good day. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I missed his birthday, his 31st birthday, because I was coming back from the trip to the mastermind. And like I said, I got the text saying, hey, look, he's going to die pretty much. Well, that was actually, I take that back. That was before the trip. I got the text before I went, and it was his mom saying, hey, look, look, the message is not working. I remember sending him a video on my trip saying, look, I love you. I'm going to be here through everything, and then I found out from his mom, like, he's in hospice. And I remember telling the whole class that my best friend's dying, crying, telling everybody. And then, so I come back. I think it was like 3 or 4 days after I was back, he died. And I got that call that morning. I just never cried. I never let it go. I cried about 3 days later for about 10 minutes. And that was it. There was no remorse there for some reason. Like, I felt like I let him down. Like, I wasn't there. Like, I never could see him because he was having a bad time. And then the night I was going to go see him, it was a bad night before. And then I got the call the next morning saying he had passed away. And so I don't know if that's the issue, but let's fast forward. About 2 months later, my dog attacks another dog, cost me $1,900. 2018 was the worst year of my life. Okay? So now that I fast forward, 2019, I have my son, life's getting good. 2018, I was in really good shape. But 2019, I got in the best shape of my life. My son was born, and for those 2 months, right after he was born, his mom was basically taking care of him all the time. And so it was like, okay, I'm going to work out all the time. So I worked out all the time. I got in amazing shape. And then, and then I came off working out in a steroid cycle that I was on, and I got fat. Okay. And that has nothing to do with anything, but for some reason, to just kind of back to the point, ever since 2018, I have not been the same person. I don't know if it's because my best friend dying. I don't know if it's the struggles of that year. I don't know what it is. I thought because I got rid of my car, I'd just been unhappy and I couldn't stick to anything. I couldn't get motivated. So around April, I got another Infinity. I was so happy I got my Infinity back, and but it just didn't fulfill that. It didn't fill that void. And then I thought, okay, life is coming back. I'm starting to get energetic. I'm starting to get, inspired. I'm going to start doing my channels again. I'm going to start doing my businesses again. I got really big into video editing again. Guess what? A month later, my son has multiple seizures, and I go in the shitter. Like, I literally just completely went down in the dumps. And for the people that I'm cussing for, I apologize, but that's how I felt. I was just... And it was hard. It was really hard time for me to watch the one thing in my world that was like everything to me. It didn't matter what it was, who I was around. That boy was my everything. And he still is my everything. He didn't go anywhere, but he had multiple seizures. And I was the only one around. I had to watch it. His mom was like, I wish I was there. I said, no, you don't. It was one of the worst experiences of my life. Even with that, I've never sat back and really cried about it. So as you see, it makes me emotional. But I'm coming to you guys to say, look, I'm going to bounce back. I'm going to make it. For some reason, I can't stick to lately. I can't stick to anything. Like, I did the Undisputed of 75. I haven't stuck to it. I wanted to get back in shape. I was in really good shape coming out of April. My son had seizures, and I just stopped caring. So I've gained weight. That's why I'm a little overweight right now. A lot of people don't think it, but I am. I'm overweight to me. So what we're going to do, I have to find my discipline. I have to. I know this video is long, but I have to find my discipline. And I'm going to make it through. I'm gonna do it. So that's why I'm posting on here. This is going to hold me accountable. 2 days ago, I started a diet again. Next week or in the next couple of days, I just still want to decide when I'm going to do it. I might do it next week so I can kind of record it, or it might be 2 weeks from now so I can record it, because I kind of have content ready for the next couple weeks. I'm going to do what they call a dry out. And so I'm going to show you guys, it's not the best way to do it. If you have no experience, I don't think you should do it. But because I am not a doctor, I'm not going to tell you to do this, especially females. This is designed for a male. There's ways to do it. If you cut things, I can actually, if you want me to, I can look into it, how a female does it. But the way I'm going to do it, we're going to teach a dry out. It's an easy way to lose anywhere from 10 to 20 pounds in a week, okay? But the problem is if you don't come off it right, you'll gain all the weight right back, okay? You're basically sucking all the bad stuff out of your body. Your glycogens, your sugars, your carbs, your everything. You're sucking all that out and starting over, okay? You're rebuilding the structure of your body. I did it back in April and it was amazing. I did it back 2 years ago and it was amazing. It's just tough. You're eating certain foods and they're bland, boring foods. So that's my vulnerable post. I've lost my discipline. I've lost my drive. I've lost my focus, and I'm slowly getting it back. Okay. I want to start posting as much as I possibly can. They're going to be small videos, like 5 steps to come back, 5 steps to get back in the gym, 5 steps for beginners, 5 exercises, 5 this. And it's just going to be little steps until I start building content. Because right now, me being a father to a 2.5-year-old that's always on the move, he's always wanting daddy. Like, it doesn't matter who he's around. He loves his mom. He loves his mimis. He loves his papa. He loves his papa. He loves pretty much everyone around. And if you're wondering why I just said pop pop and papa, his on his mama's side, his grandfather there is Pop Pop. On my side, it's Papa. So it's Pop Pop Cliff and Papa Richard. So with that being said, guys, with being a 2-year-old father, I watch him full-time during the day, and then I work full-time at night from 4 to midnight. And then I come home, I study, or I either go to the gym. And the gym is actually something that's going to be prominent now. I'm going to do my recordings at night. I will be getting tips in there. My whole idea of this is to structure people around me. And what I mean by that is I'm the target audience. I'm coming back from being in the dumps, being at the bottom of what I feel is the bottom. I know it's not the bottom. I had a job. I still got good money. I still have a great car. I still live in a home. I still have I have a house over my head. I still eat normally. I can do whatever I want. It's not like I am struggling. I'm fine. But the thing is, I as a person, my discipline, my drive, my everything that always was there isn't there. So I'm coming back. So I'm going to start targeting everything as beginners or bouncing back from life or bouncing back from a hard time. I'm going to have inspiration videos like on Monday that I fueled on Mondays of how to start your week off. Okay. I'm going to have videos sometimes in the middle of the week, like this next week this week I'm going to have how to get past that hump, like that hump. I think it's actually next week. But that midweek hump, like get over that hump. Let's get there. Yeah, hump day, but not the meaning behind it. Okay. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I could get more into depth. I could take this video probably for about 45 minutes, but it's been 20 something and I want you guys to not be bored. So that's my vulnerable post. It's about the longest one I'm going to be doing for a while. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you don't watch it all, it's fine. I just want to put it out there for me. I wanted to put it out for me. I wanted to show the world, like, look, I'm vulnerable. We're all vulnerable. We all have hard times. I don't want a pity party. I don't want, oh, well, you can, I don't want bad comments. I don't want good comments. I want the support. But the thing is, I'm not asking for it. So, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. If you like it, please hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Engage. Come talk to me. We'll be doing fitness, inspiration. I'll be talking about finances and stuff and how to do, stuff like how to invest and all this good stuff. And I'll also be talking, obviously, about how to better your life. I'll have ways to eat the way you want to eat, like if you want to eat hamburger, this and this, how to count your macros, how to use, my Fitness Pal, all the different things that I do in my life to become great, all the fitness people that I watch, how I follow them, what I've learned from them, different tips in the gym, different tips in nutrition, different tips of dieting, stretching, all the different things to become better. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you can, like I said, hit the subscribe, the notification bell, and the like button. And until then, take two, spread them out. Peace. I love you, and I hope you guys are feeling as great as I do today. Love you guys. Peace.